Greetings to you, everyone. How happy I am to come up on board today once again, and I want to appreciate the name of the Most High God. I just thought it necessary to put up with this short piece of some of our projects, and that God has actually given us the grace to be able to have success in them all. I'm calling to you from Nigeria, the giant of Africa, right here at God's Arm Global Foundation, with motto: giving hope, redeeming lives, radiating love. I thought it necessary. Some quiet weeks ago, I was just, meditating, and it flashed to my thought that there is an urgent need for me to put up with this documentary. I can recall in the year 2017 at Great Beaufort Model International College, when I was fortunate to serve as the school social worker and also the counselor to the young people. As you can see, the picture of some of my tutees, some of my mentees, right there in their junior class 1. You can see that is Esther, that is Ifeoma, that is Jane, that is Sukomi, and the lights. Helping to reshape the destiny of the young ones is one of our paramount core, that I thought it necessary that you as a teacher, you as a school counselor, or you as a life coach, or a mentor, or a pastor, or anywhere you are taking the lead, being a pathfinder, blazing the trail, showing the way to people, you must be concerned and try as much as possible to dissociate your mindset from being a boss and even a manager to being a coach and a mentor. We have many life coaches now, but I'm proud also to be privileged to be one. Right there in year 2017, when we began to have some very nice and wonderful section with the students here at Great Beaufort Model International College, at a point in time after probably a year then, I traveled and sought for more information, try to build more capacity onto myself. And on the long run, it was around the year 2020 when we were privileged to register God's Arm Global Foundation with the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Permit me to flash back. That same year, we launched out a massive project which was tagged Intellectual Crusade for students in the secondary schools. We approached the state ministry, the Ondo State Ministry of Education then. It was a behind closed door discussion, and the state made us to realize through the office of the zonal education officer that there was no fund on ground to actually help to fuel the project success. In this part of the world where we are fortunate to find ourselves, we don't really treasure the movement of non-governmental organizations or non-profit organizations. Most of our government officials, unbeknownst to them, that NGOs serve as a shock absorber for the governmental organizations. During the course of a meeting, it was placed before us that if we are able to finance the cost of the project, there is a goal. And we said to ourselves, okay, since this is a call to activate the purpose of many younger people, we had rather take the bold step just according to the quotation from Nelson Mandela. He said, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with just one step. The state government of Ondo State issued a license to us. And you can view the license there, it's on the screen. That the cost of the intellectual symposium should be a no-cost charge. So we're able to cover too many schools as we make use of Akoko North East local government for the testing of the program. And in the course, these are some of the schools that we were privileged to, engage. It was then during the preparation for the senior secondary school certificate examination we launched out. Thank God for the life of our project coordinator and our project team members who are able to help to make it a reality. Some of the schools that we attended for the course of the program: Mount Carmel Girls Secondary School. And in the section, we tagged the movement to be assassinating and eliminating the Goliath of success among senior secondary school students. From Mount Carmel Girls Secondary School down to Victory College, down to Leno Jubilee High School. You can see also at Greater Tomorrow International College, Citadel International College, Beaufort Modern International College, and the lights. And the testimony there is that after their senior secondary school certificate examination, it was recorded across the nation, Nigeria, Ondo State was one of the states in the country that emerged as one of the best candidates that sat for the examinations, including the UTME. I want to appreciate God. Then, some people felt we are into the movement because we got no job, or by profession I'm a certified criminologist, also a registered social worker, now by the grace of God an international social worker. I was fortunate after my reawakening, my spiritual rebirth, when I met my spiritual mother, Elder Leslie Matthew from Detroit, the state of Michigan, in the United States of America. Before we launched forth for the program, Mama helped to set up a very wonderful prayer section in our church, right there in Michigan. You can see the video clips also there. When they were able to help to burn the incense of prayer to God on our behalf and for the success of the mission. And also our honorary president, Ryan Mark, from Detroit, Michigan, also United States of America. He was very happy, gratified, and elated to send his message from the United States there. You can listen to some few seconds of his video
I want to bring all praises to you today in the Lord's name, Jesus Christ. My name is Ryan Mack, president of Optimum Capital Management. I'm coming to you from Detroit, Michigan, over here in the United States of America.
And also, after the success of the project, we began to set up on some more wonderful movements and programs for the young people. In year 2019, we organized a section, the United Nations International Volunteer Day, held at Victory College. We have the flyer also on the screen. Now, there is something that really got me, emotional. In the long run, after we have been privileged to register this foundation with the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in year 2020, I was fortunate to be honored as the United Nations Economic and Social Council Special Consultative Status as the Nigerian Honorary Chairman. In year 2021, I was fortunate also to be honored as the Chief Advisor on Strategic Leadership and the Director of Great Beaufort Model International Group of Schools, in person of Mr. Ayodeji Motunrayo Babalola. We got connected again after like 23 years. It was my secondary school father then, right there at Victory College. He brought me on board, and I now met again with my student that I was mentoring then, right there in class 1, junior class. The director told me, he said he's so particular about this particular set, and he just wanted to emerge because they were able to display some high levels of discipline, godly character, and diligence in their place of study. We were able to stay connected with the American International Cyber Schools, whereby we now begin to run American high school diploma with some of the students. I was very particular about their upbringing and their growth because I thought it necessary that I would not appreciate it when younger people at the early stage in life miss their targets or running out of the track. It can help to lead to a disastrous aqua. I was able to reach through to Ambassador Dr. Anita Davis Defoe in Florida, in the United States of America, who was the executive director of the John Maxwell Leadership Team and also the founder of Upshift Global Incorporated. We therefore scheduled an appointment section with Ambassador Dr. Davis Anita Defoe, who was, a very powerful friend and wonderful partner with our global business consultant, Her Excellency Dr. Sherry Adamson. We were able to run a leadership program with these young people, because this is one of the capital problems of Africa. Leadership, nothing more. So Ambassador Dr. David Anita Defoe was able to engage the mind service young people in a very rigorous, intensive, and extensive intellectual update for close to 3 hours. It was wow and wonderful. And up to today, to tomorrow, to the end of time, I can be bold to say the student can never recover from that brilliant and wonderful encounter. Kudos to Ambassador David Defoe. She's a powerful, wonderful queen. Not only that, we were also able to give them career talks on how to make a right choice concerning their career. In this part of the world, I don't know more about in the European continent. When you are fortunate to come out from a bourgeois family, a rich family, most of our parents have a capital role to play, giving direction to their younger people. I'm talking about their kids. they will be the person to give their kid a course to study in the higher institution, make a choice for them in the university, tell them the type of friends and associates they must begin to move with, tell them the type of spouse they must marry, and even make a right choice of job for them. So that's the reason why I thought it necessary to be able to devote my time to these younger ones in building them and in bringing to their board wonderful sections such as these. And after that, also we're able to have a very amazing movement with them in the course of their senior secondary school certificate examination. If you take a critical look at the screen, you will realize that is their valedictory service, the eve to their exodus out of the great institution. And I could recall that it has been my promise right from their junior class that God helping me, God sparing our life, I will be able to serve them and do my best in leading them by the grace of God to their promised land. And even after they graduated from the secondary school, we have been able to design a program to monitor them in the university or in the higher institution, and even to some of them that will be traveling out of the country, we have working system on ground for good monitoring. We have some of our mentees also across the globe that up till now we still keep in touch with them to get to know more about their affair. That was during their valedictory service. It was a very wonderful day, and also their graduation day. As you can take a critical look also, you realize that I took delight in putting on the same attire with them, just to show the bondness and the accord of the love and the relationship. 6 years journey in life is no joke. And after their graduation, to the glory of God, and this inspired me to be able to put up my voice on this global view so that people across should be able to learn wonderful things, that it is the fundamental right of each and every one of us to start taking the light in raising the younger generation, in helping to rebuild ancient ruins and desolations. I know you will recall with me the word of Jesus Christ, the book of Matthew 28. The last verse there, Jesus said, I will be with you even to the end of time. This is a powerful word from a divine and the greatest coach of all time. So if Jesus, after his earthly ministry, was still able to still tell his disciple and you, myself and yourself included, that he will be with us to the end of time, then we should see it as a divine call. As a teacher, as a pastor, whatsoever role you are playing in the life of bringing people up, see to it that you see them rise up to their stardom, to the fulfillment of their destiny. So to God be the glory. God's and Global Foundation, we've been able to register this wonderful divine foundation with the United Nations Global Market, the United Nations Relief and Work Agency for Palestine Refugees, United Nations World Meteorological Organization, Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, and by the grace of God, next year we will be privileged to have our license to be a consultant to the United Nations Economic and Social Council, that's the UN ECOSOC. I will need to sincerely appreciate our international partners, even though we are about to open the next phase of our relationship in making the world a better place according to the mandate that God has given to us. Glorious and wonderful appreciation to global business development firm in the United States, founded by Her Excellency Dr. Sherry Edanson. Upshift Global Incorporated, United States, by Ambassador Dr. Davis Anita Defoe. And also with the International Human Rights Organization, India, Leadership in Education Academy and Development, Philippines, American International Cyber Schools, and My Sahara Tea. This is a very wonderful product that you all should stay connected with. Our national partners, we have the International Organization of United Nations Volunteer, and also the RSS Logistics and Research Consult. Permit me at this point in time to celebrate the grace of God in the life of our honorary president, Ryan Mack, who is the president of Optimum Capital Management, United States, and also the author of Provision for Abundance. He was able to send some copies of these glorious books to us, and we have been able to dispatch it to some persons that we thought is necessary for them to be able to draw from the well of the spiritual intelligence of this our wonderful brother Ryan Mack, our international legal advisor, Mr. Richard Mack Jr. The Lord bless you. He has been a wonderful brother to me. And through the grace of God, on the 4th of August, year 2020, that we are still paddling, he was able to help us to get our certificate of authority by registering God's Arm Global Foundation with the state of Michigan, United States of America. The Lord bless you, Brother Richard. I will not but also appreciate my own personal attorney, Barrister Victoria. She was privileged to be my student during our NYSC year as a human resource professional. She was certified. She played a very key and fundamental role in helping to put up some papers for this license. And this is a very wonderful relief, as according to the certificate of authority that we are now licensed to run our foundation in the United States of America. Organizations like Living a Purposeful Life, Champion Generation, that is being spearheaded by Doris Egg, we look forward also to working with these great people, and most especially the state of Michigan. We look forward to put up resources together and make our visions to be realistic. Our board of trustees, much appreciation to them for their prayers, and all of our members, our director for Europe, Mr. Florence Stefan, who is having a political desire or vision in Romania in the next, probably by the grace of 2 years' time. He will be vying for the office of the president of Romania. And it's our desire that we must give him the 100% support, spiritually, physically, and all way round. I appreciate our country director for Canada, Mr. Bob Russell. I appreciate our international diplomat, Diplomat Faith Onyedikashi. Our project coordinator, Engineer Dewumi Adeniyi. And sincerely speaking, I need to celebrate the extraordinary grace of God in the life of this my amazing brother, the founder of Olive Media Concept, Mr. Joseph Blessing Ben. He has been a dogged, a selfless, a determined man whose contribution toward this foundation can never and will never be underestimated. The Lord prosper you, and the Lord prosper your work, and the Lord make you great. Our human resource department, I have my amiable sister there, my beautiful Queen Oluwatoyin Precious, that's the firstborn of my family, and the leadership and strategic team, my own brother too, Temitayo Adetunji, and also my amiable brother Arogundade Temitope Elijah, the alumni president for Federal University of Oye-Ekiti, is an amazing brother. Our medical team, Dr. Tezi, Dr. Linus, Fam Donyolowoni, Fam Sheon Adewale, Nurse Folashade, Ajishafe, Nurse Kayode, and this is my wonderful brother who is in charge of the dentistry department of the State Specialist Hospital, Ikare Akoko, Dr. Aladitime Ademola, and our own dear brother who was appointed as the Chief Medical Director, Dr. Lajide Ibitoye, in the United Kingdom. After that section, we developed a project tagged African International Student Diplomatic Missionaries, where we're able to bring on board some of our mentees for some past year on different courses on human rights and child marriage, the power of media in the 21st century, international relations, multiculturalism, investment and international trade, climate change and greenhouse management, keeping pace with technology, the acts of leadership, youth empowerment and capacity building, global politics and regional conflicts, global insecurity and terrorism, education in the 21st century, mastering the art of diplomacy, communication and public speaking skills, peace and conflict resolution, breaking glass ceilings in the 21st century for the African girl child. And also some of the program also that we are developing together now that has to do with health and safety. We have our sound tutors who were able to give their time, their resources and their energy in seeing through to it that this project, African International Student Missionary, was a success. The light of Diplomat Joy in Lithuania, Diplomat Iboro in Lithuania, Diplomat Faith, who is the project coordinator for this African International Studies from Lithuania, my own dear brother, the secretary of this wonderful foundation who has been with me together in the struggle right from Genesis and from the inception, Mr. Abiodun Olamitan Ojo from Nigeria, and also our dear brother Florence Stefan from Romania. And immediately after the project, we got our students certified, and the certificate was endorsed by all of our international partners. The mission was, after the training and the certification, we are now trying to bring them on board on the international stage, making them stay connected and being relevant with our international partners, and especially with the state of Michigan, United States, that have been able to have a certificate of authority. with. Some of our executed projects that I quickly want to talk about. In year 2020, we were able to come up during the heat of COVID-19. The rape was very alarming. We were able to bring people together. As you can see on the screen, the light of Chief Mrs. Mojisola Lawa, Professor Olowodoye, the then HOD of the Department of Psychology at Adekunle Ajasin University, Mrs. Adebola Akingbe Sote, myself, my own brother Doyin Olowoniyi, our General Secretary Ojo Abiodun Lamitan, Barrister Aminu, our own dear mama Eda Leslie Matthew from the state of Michigan, and our president, Ryan Mark. We were able to sum our voices together and launch a rigorous campaign against rape, tagged Unmasking This Monster. It was a series, and you can be willing to visit our channel TV on YouTube, God's Arm Global TV. You can have access to it also. And an ongoing program till date, strategic leadership training and capacity building development for young people and organizations. A program that is always ongoing on the channel of Chrome TV. You can be determined to visit this channel, and a whole lot of wonderful programs are available there. Year 2017, we rushed out to tackle ignorance on the street by launching a program tagged The Gospel of the Examined Life. It's actually an annual program, and for the preparation of the young people from the secondary school or high school to the life in the higher institution. We have some of the recorded version, the flyers and everything available. And as I am talking to you now, we are coming up with some upcoming programs that I thought it necessary for a global movement in the project success of this our next move. Upholding human rights by engaging the young people in advocacies. It's going to be more of the United Nations advocacy movement. Empowering young activists through rigorous trainings and collaboration. We realize that most of our younger people now, they are afraid to talk, they are afraid to bring up their voices on the global pedestal. Safety, human trafficking, more for the young girl child. Political and civil rights movements, socio-economic and cultural movements, and collective rights. And we really want to take a resolute and audacious step on women leadership and economic empowerment. We will take these two serious. We want our women to begin to take over the corridor of leadership. They have been seen as object of second-class citizens, and this is an error, because both male and female are a reflection of the dualization of God, the person of God, the divine person of God. If you are a woman and if you are a man, you are both reflecting who God is. And we have some upcoming program tagged H, that's the African Girl Child, A, African Boys Child Education, African Girls Child Education, African Women Education, African men education. We are coming up with these wonderful projects. It's a call to awake in this present season that violence against women, and especially the girl child, must be a collective effort in boxing this out of our society through a systemic and holistic approach. Breaking glass ceilings, we are too resolute about this. It's no joke at all. It's no joke. And much thanks to the First Lady show in the United States of America, they were able to feature me on their show, a program that is being followed by wonderful women like Michelle Obama, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Evans, and wonderful people across the world. I saw them following this show, and I've been privileged to come on board. And we are building the synergies, our young girl child and our African women on the global stage with the First Lady show, so as to begin to help to train, teach, drill, impact them to be First Ladies and wonderful queens anywhere they are. Much thanks to Mama Mayberry. She's my sweet mama, and the First Lady Valeria Raxberry. I celebrate grace upon this wonderful queen. I love you, and I love you. Another thing is that we want to begin to engage ourselves in a diplomatic international exchange now with our students with the state of Michigan. So this is some of the area that we want to begin to stay concentrated upon in a time like this. Diversity united. At a point in time, we have to, have a break here because we are insufficient of some resources in making this a reality now. But I can be bold to tell you in the next couple of months, we shall be back to this. Thank you once again, and much appreciation to all team members of God's Arm Global Foundation. Glorious appreciation to my parents who will not, stop praying for me. And I have too many mentors. I have too many people who are encouraging me in this journey, in this path. I celebrate grace upon them, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, and also, let me appreciate you all, my enemies. I need to do that. You have been able to push me to a place where I was able to cross the Rubicon from failure pathway to success pathway. I celebrate you too, and it is my prayer that God will help you to quickly rediscover yourself before it is too late, so that you also can fulfill your purpose on earth. Well, our website will be updated any moment from now, where you can have access to some of the mission and the vision of God's Arm Global Foundation. Stay awake for my upcoming book to be published any moment from now, with title Reawake. And that's where my imperial legitimate nomenclature was actually extracted from. Crown Reawake Adetunji. Much thanks, and keep up in your daily prayer for us, so that we will be able to access the heavenly portals and revealing to this generation the more the agenda of God for our generation, for our time. Don't forget to continue to pray for Nigeria, because this country at this point in time is just too sick, and Nigeria has been raped, abused, but the grace of God is sustaining this nation. You know, it is good for you to quickly discover if you have a problem, that truly you have a problem. That should give you the understanding to know that your problem will be singular. But if you have a problem and you find it difficult to define you have a problem, that's a double problem. The solution may be too heavy on you to break your capacity. I use this moment to call upon international organizations, intergovernmental organizations, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, the United Nations, the European Union, to please, Nigeria is on fire. Do all you can to come and allow God to use you to deliver this nation, Nigeria. You all may not know what we are experiencing here, because if not God on our side, what will our enemies be saying in a time like this? My spiritual appeal to your spiritual conscience, my moral appeal to your moral conscience, to please rise up to this call and help to serve as a relief to Nigeria. Watch out as we are about to launch out God's Arm Global Foundation through a new dimension and grace. And all glory to God for revealing His mighty hand to me on the 27th of May, year 2014, when I saw the mighty hand of Jesus in the sky that gave birth to the name of this foundation. All thanks to God for this encounter. One encounter with God is worthy enough to transform your life and destiny. I don't know the stage where you are now, in your doldrum stage or hopeless stage. Don't allow the devil to fool you. Jesus has a purpose for you. Be awakened to this reality and see God at work. Thank you. Hope to see you once again. I love you all. I love you all. God bless you. Your friend and brother, Temitope Felix, Crown Royal Week, Omo Adetunji, an ambassador of education and peace. By privilege and grace elected, the founder of God's Arm Global Foundation, Nigeria and United States of America. Thank you.